welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be resetting for the next month, and I think October is literally next week, so we have a lot to do. I have a to-do list on my phone of things I want to do to reset, and we're just going to get straight into them. But the first thing I want to do is make some matcha because I am tired and I need some caffeine. Today we're going to be trying a new matcha. This is what the can looks like. I can't read Japanese, so I don't know what it says or anything, but my boyfriend's parents brought this back from Japan for us. This one comes in a little like soda can type of lid. I kind of prefer these over the ones where they have like the bag inside the can and then you have to like transfer it over the tin. It's so messy that way. I think this way is so much better where you just open it and then you can see the matcha powder. We're gonna open her right now. Bruh. I spoke too soon because I'm gonna transfer this off camera and then I'll be right back. Okay, that went a lot smoother and cleaner than it usually does, but this is what the green looks like. Right off the bat, it is a little less green than some of the other matchas that I've tried. So let's see how strong it tastes, but it's a little sweeter and it's very fragrant, so I'm excited to try it. I haven't really seen much of this matcha like circulating online, so I don't know how this tastes, and like I don't know how to search this one up because it's all in Japanese, but I'm very excited to try it. So let's make this right now because I really need some caffeine. Finished making our matcha. It is a little less green than other matcha powders that I've used, but we're gonna try it. While I was whisking it, I noticed that it was very, very fragrant and I can smell a very sweet kind of smell. I added a little bit of agave and oat milk, so this is what the finished product looks like and we're gonna try it right now. Kind of expected it, but this matcha is definitely a little lighter than the other matchas I've tried. It tastes a lot smoother, I want to say, and creamy, and also like more on the sweet side than the umami side. So it's actually really, really good. I am pleasantly surprised. Okay, Helen after matcha is a whole nother person than Helen before matcha, so now I feel like I can go through the rest of my to-do list, and I just now realized that I didn't even share with you guys what my to-do list even is or what's even on my to-do list. So let me do that right now. I have to do some laundry, change our duvet cover, set new goals for the month, planning on going to the gym later today, and then finishing off with like some grocery shopping because our fridge is again very, very empty, so we have to restock our fridge, but that's what I have to do today. Let's start with laundry. While the laundry's going, I'm just gonna write down some of my goals for October. I remember reading this thing where if you break down your larger goal into smaller, more quantifiable type of goals, it will help you reach the bigger goal a lot easier. And the biggest thing is to make it as detailed as possible. So instead of like work out more, you can say something like go to the gym at least blank times a week, and that will help you reach the overarching goal, the more general goal, which is like to work out more. So I'm gonna work on this right now, and then I'm gonna tell you guys what some of my goals are. I just wrote down some of my goals for October. First one is to read 3 books. I think 3 is a good number because I'm just slowly starting getting back to reading. Next goal is to work out at least 3 times a week. I kind of already do that, but I want to make sure I'm a little more consistent with it. Sometimes I feel like in my head, I think I go more than I actually do. So maybe I'll start like some type of tracker so that I can keep track of how many days I'm going per week to the gym. Next thing is get 7+ hours of sleep every night. I definitely need to work on that. There are nights where I just can't go to sleep, or I am literally doom scrolling for hours. I feel like at night my mind just runs like crazy, and I feel like I always have to like stay up and like sort them through either in my notes app or something in order to like be okay in the morning so that I'm not constantly thinking about it. So my goal is to get at least 7 hours of sleep every night. Next goal is to pick up a new hobby. I've actually been thinking about getting back into crocheting. I used to crochet a lot as a kid because I was part of like an after school program where one of the teachers really liked crocheting and knitting, so she kind of taught us how to do both. And I used to be a crocheting and knitting junkie. Like I used to have a whole drawer filled with different types of like yarns and threads. I used to make so many different things. This was back in like elementary school, so it's been definitely a long time, and I kind of want to get back into it because I have a couple of things in mind that I want to crochet, so maybe I'll pick that up this October. I have it written down just so that like visually I can see it, and maybe that will like push me into actually getting into it. But that's another goal of mine, is to either like pick up a new hobby. It could be anything else if it's not crocheting, but crocheting is the thing that's like in my head. Next thing is journaling at least 2 times a week. To be completely honest with you guys, I haven't been keeping up with my journal because I feel like at the end of the day, whenever I finish work, I just feel so tired and I never want to really like write anything. So one of my goals for October is to journal at least twice a week. I think that's a good starting point because I don't want to feel like obligated to journal every day, because I think that just defeats the whole purpose of journaling. Next thing is stay consistent with YouTube. So posting at least once a week. I think I've been doing a really good job with staying consistent with YouTube. There are definitely periods where I have started YouTube and then I just go MIA for a couple months and then I come back. I really want to keep myself accountable for posting and staying consistent on YouTube, because every time that I've stopped like posting in the past, it's always lingering in the back of my mind, like how come I like stop being consistent? How come I stopped filming YouTube videos? Because I really enjoy doing them. I feel like YouTube is just such a good outlet for me, and I don't know why I just can't keep being consistent with it. That's probably gonna be like the one goal that's constantly in my monthly goals. Genuinely making videos make me so happy. Like I love making these type of videos for you guys. I love just filming and editing and like having the video go live and like connecting with you guys. YouTube is such a safe like creative outlet for me. When I'm posting on YouTube, I don't feel the pressure of like having to conform to any like type of ideal, if that makes sense. So I want to really stay consistent with that. The last goal I want to share is I want to have a solo date, or like a day to myself, because the last time I had a solo date, I remember having so much fun. I want to get better at being comfortable with being alone. Even though I know I'm like not alone most of the time, I want to be comfortable with the idea of me being alone and just like doing things by myself and not having to like rely on anyone to like do the things I love. Definitely a goal of mine for October is to have at least a solo day, one solo day, or a day of myself. Those are some of the goals that I have for October. If you guys listen through all of that, you guys are the real ones, but that is what I have for my goals for October. New change of scenery. I am now sitting on the only piece of furniture that we have in our living room, and not even gonna lie to you guys, this seat is usually covered in clothes or our stuffed animals. I moved them literally just for this video, but I am starting a new book for October. It's called If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nowlin. I am about 10 chapters in, and it's still slowly ramping up, so I'm still trying to get into it. I've seen so many people online say that this book literally like destroyed them and they like cried after it, so I'm a little scared, but I'm also really excited because I heard a lot of good things about it. So we're gonna do a little bit of reading here at my little corner of the living room. guys, it's a lot later now. After the gym, we went to get some groceries, and then also after groceries, we had to rush to get back home because we had an early dinner. So I'm gonna show you guys a quick little haul of everything we picked up during our grocery run. I was supposed to film this earlier, but because we came home and literally got ready and like we showered, got ready in like 30 minutes to head out to dinner, I wasn't able to film it, but I'm gonna show you right now. We went to Trader Joe's first. We picked up some bagels. We usually get the Asiago cheese bagels, but I think they replaced it with their seasonal pumpkin ones, so we ended up opting for the everything bagels. Some whipped cream cheese, some bananas, a little bunch of bananas. And then we went over to Costco, and this grocery run took a lot longer than it needed to because of the parking. As I'm filming this, it's a Sunday, and you know, usually Sunday is when everyone decides to go grocery shopping and everyone decides to hit up Costco, so it took us so long to find the parking there. But after, when we did, we were in and out of Costco in like 10 minutes. I'm not even exaggerating, 10 minutes max, because we had to make it back home and get ready for dinner, which was at 5:30. Anyway, that was a whole little tangent. But Costco got some baby cucumbers, cherry tomatoes, some Honeycrisp apples, a huge like slab of salmon. Usually when we don't buy the ones that are already pre-sliced, I like to pre-slice them and then store some of them in the freezer so they don't go bad before we get to them. But I'm a little lazy, so we're not gonna do that tonight. We're just gonna put it in the fridge and I'll deal with it tomorrow. We also bought 2 boxes of these Chobani protein shakes. And for some reason, these were already opened when we bought them, but we made sure to double check that the seal wasn't, but we bought 2 boxes of these because we go through these so fast. Okay, let's restock our fridge. This is the current state of our fridge. Very empty, very bare. There's literally nothing but some drinks, some soup, and like leftover rice and chicken that I made the other day. So we're gonna stock her up right now. Now that we have some food in the fridge, I can check off the last thing on my to-do list, but that brings us to the end of the video. October is going to be a very, very packed and busy month, so stay tuned for more videos. Hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.